Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Federico Show. This is going to be a tough episode today. Canada's gold medal streak of winning a gold medal for the past 4 consecutive days is over. Curling was awesome today for both teams, Brad Jacobs and Rachel Homans. And the tough part, Team USA, our gold medal champions, they beat the Canadians 2-1. Good job, USA. Congratulations, they played one hell of a game. But let's talk about it, all right? I don't know how long this episode is going to be because I kind of only have 2 things I'm talking about today. Is curling and hockey. First period. The Canadians came out firing. This was probably Canada's best game that they have played in almost, I want to say, 2 years. For sure, their best game against the Americans this year. I should switch what I just said. It was their best game. There's no doubt about it. It was their best hockey game in the last 2 years or year and a half for the Canadians, especially against the Americans. They came out with being a way more aggressive team. They set the tone early. They were trying to create chances. They were creating chances. And they were playing a lot better defensively. Like I was saying earlier this week, Canada wants the shot at this gold medal. They have to play better defensively. I think they played terrific defense throughout this whole entire game. The first period ends 0-0. I'm thinking a lot of people are shocked at that. I think I was shocked too. I at least thought there was going to be a goal. There was going to be a goal, but there was a lot of chances. I thought there was for sure going to be a goal, but there wasn't. And I think that was one win. That was one moral win for Canada going into the first intermission tied 0-0. Canada's goaltender played a terrific hockey game too. 10 out of 10 hockey game. She was getting peppered with shots, especially in that third period. But first, let's talk about the second period. Canada still playing really aggressive, but then, a penalty near the end of the second period. Yeah, a penalty near the end of the second period. Canada gets. So now they're on the power play kill for the first time in this game. They already had 2 power plays in this game. They didn't capitalize on any of them. But with around right as the second period is winding down, a beautiful goal from Kristen O'Neill to open up the scoring for the Canadians. Canada up 1-0 going into the final frame. They're up 1-0. They still have to kill off this power play. They still have to kill off this penalty. But they're going to the third period up 1-0. And a beautiful pass from Laura Stacey. Canada up 1-0 going into the final frame. Now, this is where I'm thinking. Canada for the first 2 periods. Were playing aggressive, hitting in the corners, doing everything. They were playing very aggressive hockey. But why, all of a sudden in the third period, did they start playing? They went away from their game plan. They started playing conservative hockey in the third period, in the final frame. With the final last 2 minutes of the game, Captain America scores. It ties it up for Canada. Haley Knight, terrific goal. But all period, Canada was playing just dump and chase. Not even trying to set up chances. Half the time, they couldn't even get out of their own zone just because they were trying to dump it. They weren't trying to create anything in the third period. They went from being literally playing America's game, being aggressive, to being conservative. I don't know if that was a coach's decision. It has to be, because that third period cost Canada gold. And I was saying it. If the United States, they need an insurance goal. So you need another goal that will clinch it. Whoever scored next was going to win this game. Just because if the United States score as time is winding down in the third period, their momentum was going to go through the roof, and they were going to win this game in overtime. And they did win this game in overtime. Canada playing conservative hockey in the third period is why they lost the gold medal. They had a power play in that third period, too, and that was this terrible, a disaster of a power play in the third period. Embarrassing. They couldn't get anything going. That was terrible. Terrible hockey in the third period. I think the first two periods, they played perfect hockey. They were the more aggressive team. They were actually creating shots, and it was just pucks on net. Third period, they went away with it, and they ended up losing the game in overtime. A fantastic move by Morgan Keller, too, to win it for the United States. And so Canada's conservative third period, their just weak play style overall was the difference maker. Where did the aggression go? Because against the United States, you have to keep on playing your game. Because there's a reason why you're up 1-0, and that was because you're the more aggressive team, and they were creating a lot more chances. And also another thing that absolutely drives you crazy is why is a gold medal game decided by a 3-on-3 overtime? It should be 5-on-5. That is ridiculous. That is so stupid. It's a wash. This Olympics doesn't count. It's a wash. Canada lost on a 3-on-3 tournament. It doesn't count. It's a wash. This tournament is a wash this year. It doesn't count. Congratulations to the United States, though, on winning gold. But it doesn't count. It's a wash. But no. Then Haley Nice, that was her final game, too. That was her final Olympic game of her career. She goes out on top. Canada's goaltender had a fantastic game. I'm going to say the name. I've been trying to practice her name. I don't know why I can't get the last name right. Desbonin. You guys know what I'm talking about, the Canadian goalie. But I hate how I get these names wrong, even though I practice it all tournament. But she had a 31 ginormous saves to keep Canada in it. What I did really like from Canada on the defensively, they were blocking shots. They're putting their body on the line in this game. So their performance overall was stellar. They got to be proud about their performance. But if we're going to be proud about getting second place, what's the point of sports? Obviously they're not proud about losing the gold medal game. But all I hear on the broadcast is Canada got to keep their head up. They got to keep their head up. No, they don't. They just lost the gold medal game by playing weak hockey, a weak play style. Because, they had a great effort. I'm not going to give that away from them. I think they had a terrific tournament. The United States own Canada, own the women's team. They have now won 8 straight games against the women's Canadians. They're going to have to break that streak eventually, and I wish it happened here just like it did in 2002 when the United States won 8 straight, and then Canada won in 2002 gold medal game. But, yeah, it was just overall, I did like how Canada came out. I did like how Canada played. I think Marie-Philippe, she did make the difference. She was the difference maker in this game. There was no doubt about it. She was the difference maker in this game. With her voice from the bench, just everything, just her presence it made Team Canada feel a lot different. Just like how it is with Sidney Crosby on the team for the men's side. And now there's no update on Sidney Crosby. John Cooper said that he's day-to-day. They're going to treat this as a day-to-day thing. They play tomorrow afternoon. They play actually tomorrow morning against Finland. But I'll preview that in a second. But yeah, she has like that type of presence. what I just can't stand is what happened in that third period. It was just maybe the United States just played terrific defensively, and yeah, they did. But Canada didn't give them much to defend, because when you're just gonna dump the puck out of your end and then it goes right into icing, and then Haley Knight's gonna rip it for a goal and tie the game, and then they're gonna go to overtime and lose it. I think you're better off of playing strong hockey all the way till the end, instead of playing weak hockey and playing conservative. I get it, you're up one. Play conservative. Play conservative when you're, I don't know, up one with 50 seconds left, not when you have 20 minutes left in the gold medal match. You don't play conservative ever against Americans, because Americans are fantastic at hockey. They are. That's the truth. Ridiculous. I find that ridiculous. And you know what? I'm for sure a little pissed right now because Canada lost. But Canada, they had chances to win this game. But that third period, I keep on saying it a lot. I keep on talking about the same topic, and I think my point has come across. Canada played a terrible third period, and that's the reason why they lost. But congratulations to the United States. That's their first gold medal win in the Olympics since 2018. Congratulations. An impressive game. One of the best games that I've seen in a long time in women's hockey, and probably hockey in general. I don't want to just neutralize them like that, but in hockey in general, for even men's and women's, that was one of the better games that I've seen. It was a nail biter, and you love to see nail biters. And but congratulations to the United States. Congratulations to Haley Knight on what a terrific Olympic career. Canada, silver medal. The United States, gold, and Switzerland won the bronze, beating Sweden in overtime. So congratulations to Switzerland. Tomorrow, hockey's not done yet. Hockey is not done yet in these Olympics. Hockey men's semifinals take place tomorrow, 10:40 in the morning. Canada, us Canadians have to brush off this loss and get ready for a 10:40 puck drop in the morning against Finland. They have to brush it off. Brush this loss off, because tomorrow is where the men go. Hopefully we see Sidney Crosby in the lineup, and if we don't, I hope the boys still bring it home. Nathan McKinnon also didn't practice today, but it was an optional skate, so I don't think I have to look too much into that. States, Slovakia at 3:10 p.m. tomorrow. Semifinals action for the men's tournament is here. 10:40 a.m. Canada, Finland. 3:10 p.m. United States, Slovakia. But Canada's gold medal drought adds 4 gold medals in 4 days. For the Canadians, what a treat that was. That was stellar treats. There wasn't really many medal events that they were in, except the gold medal game, but it is what it is. But at least they won a medal today. Won silver in hockey, right? Like, that counts. That's cool too, right? 15 total medals on the day. But let's get into some curling, which started off with women's. Their final day of round-robin action took place. The Canadians, they need a win or they're in. They lose, they go home packing. They play against Korea. I think this was Rachel Homan's best game. Best game out of the Olympics. Rachel Homan, she gave her all. She put Canada, she put the team on her back today against Korea. And she left it all out there. She gave her all. She gave her everything in this match. And now Canada beat Korea. I have the score here. I don't know why I don't remember it. 10-7. They ended up winning 10-7 against Korea. Canada starting 1-3 in this tournament. People were writing off Rachel Homan and the crew. Rightfully so. They were 1-3. Now they finished 6-3. They will take on Sweden at 8:05 tomorrow morning in the semifinals action. Let's take a look at the other results from today. Playoffs are set. The playoffs are set. It all takes place tomorrow. The United States will play Switzerland tomorrow in the semis. They just had a tune-up with them against them today, against Switzerland today, where the United States won 7-6. Rematch tomorrow, 8:05 in the morning. Let's check in on the men's action. So the men's had their round-robin action. Had their round-robin action conclude today. Brad Jacobs and crew started off their day with a loss to Norway, but with that win, Norway had, they clinched the playoffs with that win against Canada. But guess who they had to play? They had to play Canada again in the semifinals. So they woke up this morning. They're all going to go play Canada. We win, we in. Hopefully you don't play Canada. Guess what? You guys played Canada. And you know how hard it is to beat Brad Jacobs or just beat a team in general. Twice impossible hard, and it's still impossible and hard because Canada beat Norway in the semifinals 5-4 and extra ends. Brad Jacobs and the crew move to the gold medal match. In the other semifinals, the only undefeated team left, and that is Switzerland. They lose to Great Britain. Great Britain just snuck right in there, right in the playoffs, and they take down the only undefeated team left. Great Britain beats Switzerland 8-5. They will play the Canadians for gold. Great Britain just sneaks right in with a 5-4 record, and they took the final. They snatched the final playoff spot. They're the fourth team to clinch. Gold medal match will take place Saturday at 1:05 p.m. The bronze is tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. That'll be Norway, Switzerland going at it. A lot of curling action, a lot of good curling action that happened, and I honestly can't believe that the Olympics are already ending. 3 days left, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with the closing ceremonies Sunday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Don't know the time right off my head, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an hour or two right after the gold medal game, or a couple hours. I don't know the time. But yeah, 3 days remaining in the Olympics. Fantastic. A lot of stories that happen. A lot of memories that happen. But let's go take a look at what the medal count is looking like. Norway with a lot of gold medals. The United States adding another gold medal. And Italy having an all-time Olympics. Canada picking up their 15th medal in these games. You know, not the greatest Olympics for Canada, but that just shows how good the competition is around the world. Canada hoping to win gold in curling and hockey. A lot happening tomorrow, February 20th. Tomorrow, it'll be day 14 of the Olympics tomorrow. Canada, Finland, semifinals. I can't wait to see who's in the lineup, who's not in the lineup. I hope they do good. Jordan Binnington was on an absolute tear last game in the quarterfinals. I just hope they don't make it close. I just hope it's a blowout. I just hope Canada's I just hope it's a blowout. But Finland's a very good hockey team. Semifinal action happening tomorrow. We got a bronze medal game happening tomorrow in curling. Switzerland, Norway, bronze medal game. We have a couple other medal events happening tomorrow. It's going to be an all-time Olympic day as we go into the weekend, the final weekend of these Olympics, of the 2026 Olympic Games. I'm Daniel Federico. This has been the Daniel Federico Show. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and hopefully with some good vibes. Because I think there's just more of a rant on how bad the Canadians played in the third period. Yeah, they couldn't even get it out of their own zone. We're done talking about it. Let's move on to Canada, Finland tomorrow. I'm Dale Federico. This has been the Dale Federico Show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ka-chow.